Hey guys, here I am posting a video as promised. I said I would come on today and explain to you guys what I meant by the fact that cardamom and cilantro has brought peace in my home. So I just want to tell you a little bit about cardamom as far as how it supports emotions. So I have a child who's very strong-willed. That's an understatement. Anybody that knows him knows what I'm talking about. But he's been a tough one. He keeps me on my toes. And I have found that cardamom has been an incredible tool for us in our home to help keep the peace and, just help him be more easygoing and less easily triggered and take responsibility, for his actions and stuff. And we discovered that this was a great oil for him by using the Itovi. I use this just to scan his body's energy fields, and it kind of lets me know, what's off and what oils would best support him. So this cardamom just kept coming up for him. And I use this Essential Emotions reference guide here. And I'm not going to read through all of this. I'll actually post this in the comments below so you can take a closer look at it. But I'm just going to read through the negative emotions that it addresses and how it helps shift, or what emotions it helps shift to the positive ones. So the negative ones are inebriated by anger, easily frustrated, objectifying others, blaming, unable to think clearly, and unwilling to take responsibility for one's actions. So this is something that I was like, yes, when I read it, because that was what we were dealing with on a pretty regular basis. I'd get calls from teachers at school where if he was corrected for just the littlest thing, it was like a trigger for him. Or if I changed gears on him too quick, like we had a plan to do something and then the plan changed, that would trigger him. And there were all these different triggers that would cause him to be super stressed out. Of course, it then affected the rest of the family and the peace in our home. So giving this a try was totally worth it for me. We diffused it for him. And then we also made a little nasal inhaler that he could take to school with him. So I'll post pictures of the nasal inhalers as well. And if you want more information on how to, scan maybe one of your family members or yourself to figure out what would best support them, let me know. Message me and I can help you out with that. So anyway, that was then shifted to being objective, having self-control, being respectful, tolerant, patient, and mental sobriety. You guys, that's what happened. It was so amazing. It totally worked. It's one of my favorite oils. I actually use it for digestive support. So every oil, doTERRA's therapeutic grade essential oils are certified to make sure that they have the right chemistry. When the chemistry is right, then the essential oil can support the body both physically and emotionally, and every single oil has a different chemistry. So this happens to be the chemistry with cardamom, and these are the emotions that it shifts. All the other ones have their own properties. So there's an oil for everything. I'm saying that right now because we use them for just about everything. But definitely cardamom has brought peace in our home as far as shifting my child's strong-willed personality who's easily triggered. And then for me, like I said, the digestive discomfort. I had a whole long list of digestive issues that I've been able to get under control with a couple of other doTERRA products, the probiotic and a digestive enzyme. But the cardamom has been awesome to just put a drop in about 4 ounces of water, and then I just sip on that. Sometimes I'll even make a tea, but it's so soothing, and it just right away I feel comfort from some of my digestive issues. So that's cardamom, and that one, if you purchase it today, you get cilantro for free. So let's talk a little bit about cilantro and how we used it in our house. So we're going to talk about bedwetting. There's lots of different things that you can use cilantro for, but this was a big one for us. We had 2 children that struggled with this, and after seeing doctors and looking for some answers and some solutions, we had already ruled out any medical cause, any reasons why, if there was some organ dysfunction or something that would be causing this issue. That was not the problem. So we looked at environmental stuff, diet stuff, and still, weren't getting the results that we were looking for. Tried different, things that the doctors had suggested, and then they pretty much told us that they'll just grow out of it, and that's a hard thing to hear as they get older. when they get invited to sleepovers or to go to a camp or something, anything that would require them to be away from the home overnight, that caused all kinds of anxious feelings, self-esteem issues, and for me, a feeling of helplessness, that there wasn't really anything I could do to help them. I felt like my hands were tied. So after finding just tons of results with my health and other, things in our home, I thought, okay, there's got to be an oil for this. So I did some research, and what I came across was really kind of cool. So I didn't know this before, but heavy metal toxicity is something that's very, very common from our compromised diets and things that we're exposed to in our environment. And a lot of people store those heavy metal toxicities in their fat cells and in their body. And unless we cleanse and detox that out of our system, it starts to interrupt normal cell function and our body's normal organ function, right? So after doing a lot of research, I read a bunch of articles and thought, okay, maybe this is what we're dealing with. We tried everything else. So we decided to try this protocol that was recommended for people with incontinence or bedwetting. And it was the heavy metal detox. So we decided to try that. I gave them 5 drops of cilantro in a capsule for 5 days. And then I applied cypress in a roller bottle with some coconut oil on their lower abdomen, just below the belly button, kind of in that bladder area. Massaged it in a clockwise motion at bedtime. And guess what? It worked. Yes, it totally solved our problem. So occasionally we will have an accident if we've forgotten to revisit that protocol and periodically detox those heavy metals out of the body, but it totally worked. So cilantro, I love to cook with it too. It has a very fresh, clean aroma to diffuse. I love to diffuse it with lime or wild orange. So it's very uplifting and just a great detoxifier. Cilantro is great. And you'd have to eat a ton of cilantro to be able to cleanse your body the way that just a single drop can. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you because I was super excited about today's BOGO. These are oils that not everybody has on hand. There's a lot of people out there that have their go-tos like peppermint, lemon, and lavender, but have never even tried playing with cilantro and cardamom. So I wanted to share with you how that has made a difference in my home. And like I said, if you're interested in finding solutions for your family members and want to get scanned, comment or private message me and let me know. I'd love to get with you and help you find solutions that empower you in your home. All right, that's it, guys.